How's it going, my RWBY friends? This is going to be a short little rant slash discussion about the Fall Maiden, Amber, and also Pyrrha Nikos. Now, I made a video discussing a very similar topic a little while back titled, the title of that video is Cinder's Torn Soul. And in that video, I discuss possibly some reasons about why Cinder acts the way she does. As we've seen in Volume 4, Cinder is almost a completely different person. She does not act the same at all. Now, of course, you know, we have to give her some what's the word I'm looking for? Some leeway, is that the word? Because, you know, the silver eyes, she's a little shocked about what happened to her, traumatized. The scar, maybe her arm doesn't work, we don't know for sure. It looks like it does, but maybe like the hand doesn't work. We don't know. Like, her arm moves, but it's covered up entirely. So definitely a strange choice in outfit for sure. So something's going on there. And in my video, Cinder's Torn Soul, if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link in the description. Also, I'll put a card up here if you want to click that, and that'll take you to the video. So, yeah, in that video, I discussed how Cinder is probably having some of Amber's soul in her, which is causing her to, you know, act differently. And even Salem can kind of notice that Cinder's acting differently. We see at first, Salem is very happy about what Cinder's accomplished. She defends her. But as time goes by in Volume 4, even Salem starts to kind of act differently towards Cinder. She starts to lose her her kindness a little bit. She starts to get a little frustrated with the way Cinder acts. So what's up with that? Now, in that video, like I said, I discussed the probability of Amber maybe influencing Cinder in some respect. Now, here's the issue I have with the RWBY community a little bit on this theory. You don't really hear anyone talk about Amber. It's always this theory about Pyrrha. Oh, Pyrrha is probably part of Cinder, and that's why Cinder acts the way she is. It's Pyrrha. Pyrrha's soul is in Cinder. Pyrrha will come back to life. Pyrrha, 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 Pyrrha. And now, this is where my rant comes in. Like, what about Amber, guys? What about Amber? How come nobody gives credit to her? She was the Fall Maiden, and we know for a fact, 100%, that all of Amber's soul is in Cinder. We don't know that all of Pyrrha's soul is in Cinder. Yes, we saw that some of Pyrrha's soul may be in Cinder because during the Maiden transfer, Pyrrha's soul was maybe merged with Amber a little bit, and then that all got sent to Cinder, but not entirely. If all of Pyrrha's soul was sent to Cinder, Pyrrha would not have been able to have used her semblance the way she did in the Cinder fight, because, as we know, you need aura to have a semblance. And an aura is projection of one's soul. And in the Cinderfall fight against Pyrrha, Pyrrha used her powers more than she had ever used in the show, at least that we've seen. Used her semblance more. So maybe, possibly, some of Pyrrha's soul got merged with Cinder during the Maiden transfer when Amber first died. Also, there's potential that more of her soul got merged with Cinder once Cinder annihilated her. But we don't really see anything that indicates that. Like, when Amber's soul merges with Cinder, pardon me, not Pyrrha, with Cinder, we see that like glow, and we see it pass from Amber into Cinder. So my issue is that even if Pyrrha's soul is part of Cinder, why doesn't enough people give credit to Amber? Like, we know 100% for a fact that Amber's soul is definitely in Cinder, and their souls maybe are merging. We don't know like the exact connection. We don't know exactly what's going on there, but we do know that there's definitely something going on. But also, like, just for the sake of clarification, it's not that I don't like Pyrrha. I do like Pyrrha. I think she was an awesome character. She had an awesome semblance. She was super nice. Actually, like, one of my favorite scenes of Pyrrha is the short little scene at the Vital Tournament, where you have Team RWBY, who's like, you know, chowing down at that little food mart little booth thing. That's the same time when Blake got like the little cat bowl of fish, and her eyes, like, the cat memes are real in that scene, right? So, like, okay, so, like, that's one of my favorite scenes. And then, like, Weiss's credit card gets denied. Papa Schnee is cutting her off. No more free money for you, Weiss. You don't call me. You never come home. You never talk to me. You ignore me. No more money for you. So Papa Schnee cuts off Weiss. And then the shopkeeper guy, like, shopkeeper, aka best girl to some people, if you get that joke. Anyways, so he ends up taking all the bowls away, right? Team RWBY's super disappointed, and Blake is like trying to take it back before he like nabs it from her. Anyways, the point is, Team Juniper comes up, and Pyrrha pays for the whole thing. And I don't know, it's not like a super amazing scene, but I think it just goes to show like some of Pyrrha's kindness. For all we know, she doesn't come from like a really wealthy family or anything, but you know, she cares about her friends. She cares about her friends. We saw how much she cares about Jean. She cares about Team RWBY, her teammates. She's just a, you know, she's a nice character. I do like Pyrrha. I want to clarify that because yeah, in the last Who Would Win, I made I said Neo would beat Pyrrha, and now I'm saying that not enough credit is given to Amber. And obviously, Pyrrha is involved with this discussion as well. So for the sake of clarification, I do like Pyrrha, guys. Don't get me wrong. I do like Pyrrha. She's a cool character. I think she had an amazing purpose in the show. Without Pyrrha, we would have like no development for Jean at all. We had a little bit of extra development for Ren and Nora, and then a lot of development for RWBY too. I've made like 2 or 3 theory videos discussing the fact that Pyrrha's death was a huge factor in RWBY's development, and also not just development of her character, but in the development of her semblance as well. So don't take this like I don't like Pyrrha. I want to make that clear. I do like Pyrrha. It's just on these subjects, she ends up being kind of on the opposite side of the point that I'm trying to make. It's just the way things work out. I'm not the one who made the show, guys. It's the way things worked out, the way Rooster Teeth made it, and I'm just discussing the facts. So with that said, yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. And I don't know, I just feel like not enough people give credit to Amber. Like, she was the Fall Maiden. Yeah, we didn't have much information on her, but we know she was the Fall Maiden, and we know she seemed like a nice person. Like, as soon as she saw that illusion from Emerald, she, like, brought an apple out. It's like trying to give it to the little kid. And, Oz Illuminati, and no one ever made it seem like Amber was a bad person. So I think it's reasonable to assume that Amber was a good maiden and a good person. And all you hear in the RWBY community is this talk about how Pyrrha is the one who's making Cinder act this way. Pyrrha, and no one really like credits Amber. I feel bad for Amber, man. Like, yeah, we didn't get much development with her at all. We had like 2 chapters of seeing her, and that's it. But I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Like, I can't be the only one, and I know I'm not, because I've had live streams where I've talked about this, and a lot of people did agree with me then that like not enough people give credit to Amber. So hopefully I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just seeing kind of like a biased a biased perception from the community. Maybe more people give credit to Amber than I realize, but it seems like a lot of like RWBY Reddit, like the forums and stuff. A lot of people talk about how it's Pyrrha who's like responsible for Cinder acting the way she is now, but no one really gives credit to Amber, and that's kind of upsetting to me a little bit. Not like upsetting, but I'm just disappointed. I'm like, guys, come on. We know Amber was probably a good person. We know for a fact that Amber's soul is in Cinder. There's theories about Pyrrha's soul, like I said, being merged there as well. But what it comes down to is not enough credit is given to Amber, in my opinion. That's why I'm making this short little rant video. The other reason why is because it's a pretty easy video for me to make, and I haven't uploaded a video in 2 days. Well, since the Who Would Win, so I kind of wanted to upload something today for RWBY. So, I'm being honest with you guys. This is a pretty easy video for me to talk about, a little discussion here. But it is a topic that I did also want to mention, so it's not like I'm just completely pulling this out of a hat. This is something I wanted to discuss, so it seemed like a good idea to make a video on this. And like I said, I would like to know what you guys have to say about this rather. I'd like to know what you're thinking about it and what you have to say about it. Let me know. Let me know what you think about Amber, what you think about Pyrrha Nikos and Cinder Fall. And yeah. Like I said, especially on RWBY Amino, you have theories everywhere on RWBY Amino with people saying, like, Pyrrha must be in Cinder, and Cinder, she acts different because Pyrrha is merging her soul with her, and none of these posts mention Amber at all. So now I'm getting a little redundant, so I'm not going to really continue this video. I think I'm going to end this video right about here, but you know what? Maybe I'll try like a cool little exit outro this time. Maybe we'll do that. Oh, by the way, as you guys can see, I got that poster. I got my 2 posters, my darker than black poster right here. I got my RWBY poster right there. I also got my RWBY mug. It finally came in. It was pretty funny timing, actually. I decided to make a reaction to Samurai Jack, Volume 5, Episode 1. Yeah, I'm jumping on the Samurai Jack train, guys. But I say this in that video, too, if you check that video out. But just a heads up, my channel will always be like 99% RWBY content, but I have some extra time. I might as well, I plan on watching Samurai Jack anyways, so I'm gonna be reacting to Samurai Jack, maybe reviewing it. Just a heads up for anyone who's interested in that. I guess I'll leave like a link down there in the description too. Why not? That's cool if you guys check it out. If not, I totally understand. Not everyone's into that. Not everyone would want to watch that. No worries at all. I will always respect your opinion, guys. I always like to hear your honest opinion on things. So no worries if you don't want to join me for like talking about Samurai Jack and some other stuff. I made like a Dragon Ball Super video a week ago or so. Obviously, I didn't get as many views on my RWBY videos, and that's totally fine by me. Like I said, I don't expect everyone to really watch this stuff. Obviously, we have different interests. Someone who likes RWBY might not like Dragon Ball Super. Someone who likes Dragon Ball Super might not like RWBY. So just the way it is, you know. Yeah, I guess I'm rambling a little bit now. Just wanted to fill you guys in on that. So, oh yeah, the funny part, why did I talk about Samurai Jack? Oh yeah. In the Samurai Jack reaction video, it's funny because like 5 or 6 minutes into that video, I get a big knock on my door and my dog goes crazy, and that was actually the like delivery company. So actually, yeah, just today that poster came in and so did the mug. The reason I'm not drinking out of the Rooster Teeth RWBY mug yet is because I'm cleaning it out and it's drying over there. So you want to clean these things out. I don't know how long it's been sitting in a warehouse and traveling over here. So okay, no more rambling. Okay. Hopefully this was a fun little video. Once again, let me know your thoughts on Amber and Pura, and if you think like not enough credit is given to Amber, because that's definitely how I feel. Like to hear your opinion on it. Let me know. Let me know your opinion. And let's try that cool little outro now. I'll catch you guys next time.